Here is a mind-blowing Mandela effect that is confusing and disturbing everyone. It's the phrase, the bucket list. A widely known phrase that refers to a list of things someone wants to do before they die. Maybe on your bucket list you have skydiving, or getting married, or traveling around the world. It's a super common phrase that has been around for a long time, but what if it hasn't? When do you think the phrase, the bucket list, was first used? Just blurt out a time period. Was it the 1930s, the 40s, the 70s? It seems like everyone has a different opinion, but all the opinions are that this phrase has existed for quite a while. But it turns out this phrase didn't exist in the public eye until 2007, with the release of the movie The Bucket List starring Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. Did this phrase simply come into existence with the release of that movie, and now its simple origin has been long forgotten? Or was this phrase always around? I want to hear your memories and thoughts on this. I personally feel crazy because I made one of these lists years and years ago. Not only that, I used to work at Blockbuster back then during this time period. I can visualize it in my mind. I remember stacking DVDs of The Bucket List on a side shelf. Apparently the screenwriter for this movie, Justin Zackham, had an idea for a list of things to do before I kick the bucket back in 1999 and decided to shorten it to The Bucket List. This idea went on to become the plot of his 2007 movie script, The Bucket List. People have been digging for evidence that this phrase existed before 2007, and nothing has been found. Nothing. In fact, Justin Zackham said in an interview, the film's release brought the phrase into common parlance, and as a testament to how natural and idiomatic it sounds, many people assume that the term must have long predated the movie. So even Justin Zackham, the writer of The Bucket List, believes that he created the term bucket list and that it didn't exist beforehand. So what do you believe? Is he correct? Did he come up with this phrase, or did it exist previous to that? Was the bucket list always a phrase? This one honestly has me scratching my head. I could have sworn this existed before that movie, but maybe we're all just wrong, or maybe this is a Mandela effect. Another fun detail I caught on to while doing research for this particular segment, the term catfishing, as in someone who pretends to be someone that they're not on social media. Turns out that did not exist prior to the 2010 documentary Catfish. It simply didn't exist in that context until then. I'm not saying that's a Mandela effect, but I found it pretty interesting and I thought you would too. So let me hear all your thoughts on this in the comments below.